All right, I was asked to come up here tonight to tell you what drew me to the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Peninsula. But seriously, I think you just saw it. It's the kids. These are real kids of our community. And they're up here tonight because of the incredible work that the Boys and Girls Club has done to set them up for success in school and beyond. Now, I believe that succeeding in school is the best way to make a better life for yourself. And I say that because that's my personal life experience. You see, when I was in elementary school, when I was 8 years old, for a period of time, my family and I, we lived in a tent in a park up in the Northwest. And I remember one night lying there, shivering in my sleeping bag, and I said to myself, I don't want this to be my life. I don't want to find myself in my adult life where I have no other option but to live in a tent. And I hoped that education would be the solution that would get me out of there. And that's exactly what turned out. So that led me to place tremendous value on getting a great education. And that's the reason that I fell in love with the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Peninsula after my daughter introduced me. So a few years ago, my daughter came home from high school, and she told me she'd just started volunteering at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Peninsula, which I knew almost nothing about. But I was a little surprised by the organization she chose, because my daughter is not a sports person. And at the time, I had this misconception that the Boys and Girls Club was narrowly focused on keeping kids busy after school with sports until their parents could pick them up. My daughter corrected this misconception. My daughter took me to the Boys and Girls Club and showed me what was happening there. I remember being blown away as I went from classroom to classroom, seeing all of these engaged kids learning. I was impressed. But before I fully committed to this organization, I decided to dig in a little bit deeper. So I went and I read the report to stakeholders. Now, if you haven't read this report, I highly recommend that you do. It is the best report I've ever read for a nonprofit or even a for-profit. But I didn't start there. I then took, and as I read it, I wrote down a list of 36 questions. And I sent these 36 questions to Peter Fortenbaugh, our executive director. And Peter spent much of a Saturday answering every single question in comprehensive detail, honestly, and without spin. Now, if you're new here tonight to BGCP, I can tell you that I have vetted this organization so deeply, and I was so impressed with what I learned, that I joined the board. But don't just take my word for it. We went and talked to the parents of our kids, and we asked them what they think of this organization. And we put a little video together of their answers. Let me go ahead and roll that for you now.
I work at San Mateo Car Wash. I'm a manager there. Work 6 days. It's about 48, 50 hours a week.
I'm out of work. I work 2 jobs. I work at UPS in the morning, and then I do cement work. So I work about 60 to 70 hours a week.
I am an IT analyst for the city of Menlo Park.
Trabajo como educadora de niños en un preescolar en Palo Alto.
6:30 de la mañana, 3 de la tarde, en una compañía que se llama Alpine Landscaping.
I do in-home care for Accent Care of Sunnyvale, and I also work at Valley Fair Mall.
Trabajo para janitor y limpio casas en la mañana muy temprano y luego regreso a mi casa, hago de comer y me voy otra vez a las 6 de la tarde a trabajar.
I have a house cleaner business, for a long time.
I'm an administrative assistant to the Chief Facilities Officer for the Sequoia Union High School District.
So having my kids here at the Boys and Girls Club gives me the opportunity to bring in more hours, bring in more money to take care of these kids.
The Boys and Girls Club helps me provide for my family because it gives me time to work and I know that my children are in a safe place.
Boys and Girls le ayudó muchísimo a mi niña. No sabía leer y tampoco sabía casi inglés y ha mejorado mucho mi niña en la lectura, en su inglés.
Boys and Girls Club me ayudó a no preocuparme a dónde están mis hijos.
Boys and Girls Club le ayudó asesorándolo, revisando sus clases, apoyándolo, diciéndole qué clases tenía que mejorar, qué clases tenía que tomar para ir a la universidad.
The Boys and Girls Club has given amazing support, having tutors, prepping for the ACT. That was really helpful because outside programs are expensive. Not everybody can afford them. So to know that the support is here and available for our kids, it's reassuring.
El Club Boys and Girls ha hecho mi vida más fácil. Yo quería ayudarle, pero no podía porque no sabía el inglés.
My dreams and aspirations for my children and my family are that my children get a great education, that my children go to college, that they are very successful in their careers.
To have enough money for her in order to go to college. Que ella vaya a una universidad y que se gradúe, que haga todas sus metas que ella tiene. No importa que sea algo chico o algo, pero que sea la mejor.
Dreams and aspirations I have for my children, I just want them to be happy. I want them to be loved. I want them to put God first in all that they do. I want them to do better than what I did.
Mi sueño para Uriel siempre es verlo que termine su carrera. Si después él quiere agarrar su master degree, sería mucho mejor para él.
To have the education she really wants that I didn't have, I don't want her to work in a car wash.
They graduate in something to continue with the life.
Que siempre luchen por sus sueños y no se den por vencidos.
He got the university and then find a great job for him.
Junior ahorita está en UC Berkeley. Siempre él ha tenido su mente que él quiere ser ingeniero mecánico.
She did an early application for Santa Clara University and she was accepted already, but her dream school is Harvard.
The staff is really attentive to these kids. That's what I really like. These guys really do love my kids.
Si no estuviera el Boys and Girls Club, pues imagínate todos los niños que están aquí, sabrá Dios dónde estuvieran.
If the Boys and Girls Club was not around to support my children, I really don't know what I would do.
Y si no estuviera el Boys and Girls Club, pues no habría cómo yo ayudarle a mi niña con su tarea.
O sea, la verdad no tengo palabras para agradecer al Boys and Girls Club lo que han hecho por ellos.
So I'm really proud of the Boys and Girls Club.
Yo para el Boys and Girls Club, gracias es una palabra muy poca. El Boys and Girls Club para nosotros ha sido una familia.
I thank you for all the hard work you guys put in, not just for me, but for my kids.
Mi hija Esmeralda me ayuda como yo no sé inglés y ella se pone y se pone a leer junto conmigo. Dice, yo te voy a ayudar para que tú aprendas inglés y se pone ella como a leerme historias. Estoy bien agradecida también por eso.
I'm thankful for you guys to be around. And I hope, my son is 5 years old now. It's a boy and my only boy. If you guys there when he grow, then I know he's going to have another opportunity.
So you can see that BGCP is setting our kids up for success in school and beyond. We're also bolstering the efforts of their parents to carry out their dreams for all of our kids. Now, I keep on saying our kids, and I'm using that word very intentionally. We may have multiple neighborhoods, but we have one community. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me throw up a map here of the peninsula, and I'll highlight the regions where our kids and families live that are served by BGCP. Here are 3 clubhouses. We're in the one down there. There's one dedicated to high school students. And then these are 9 school sites. Now you might look at this and say to yourself, these kids, these parents, they're separated from me. It's a different neighborhood. They're on the other side of the tracks, the other side of 101. But we went and asked the parents of our kids, where do you work? And here's what we learned. This is our community. These are the people that you see every day walking the halls of your companies. These are the people you see working at the restaurants where you eat. These are the people that you see working at your local car wash. These are the people that you see landscaping your neighborhoods and keeping your houses beautiful. And some of them are the people that are taking care of your kids while you work, while we take care of theirs. This is our community. And I'd like to ask you to join me tonight in supporting BGCP and setting up all of our kids for success. We're going to move on to the next section, but I just want to thank you all. We cannot do this without your help. All the programs you heard tonight, the reason that we can set our kids up for success in school and beyond is because of the incredible generosity of all of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you.